and I just saw the Lord. And I was so like, it was so like
Wow.
life changing. And I like couldn't drive, whipped off the road. I'm standing along the road, like a mess, a complete mess, bawling. I'm like talking to the Lord that I don't ever remember actually having a conversation with. Um, and I'm like, all right, like I'll follow you. The reality was I was an a-hole. Like I just, it's straightforward. Like I was a mess. If I found someone who was, there was any discrepancy in character and they would claim to be something they weren't, I made it my mission to like expose it. And I was
Mm.
mean and that about it.
Like you, a broken young man, now has passion to help broken young men.
What? I'm not qualified for this. But yet he qualifies us. And I looked at her and I'm like, I'm following the Lord. And I took a job, and this is the job. I'm working in a boarding school. I feel called to work long term with kids and help them. And she just started to weep. And she said, I was that child.
She goes into speak with her doctor, and her doctor was a Christian. And her doctor was like, I will not sign off on this. And my mom like weeps in the office. And because of that doctor standing on their convictions, I'm here today. My dad went to see a prostitute, and he had me with him. And so I was in a car seat by the door, and he was about to engage in his time with a prostitute, and she ended up being a cop. He literally like went to run out the door, and quote, the police officers told my mom that he stopped because I was there. And it
Like out your bedroom window?
outside of my bedroom window. Yeah. And so and this one day the police showed up next door, bust the door in. His whole family was there. His wife was pregnant with a daughter, and they arrested him because he had been molesting multiple girls in the neighborhood. Actually, this was fascinating. So the town we moved to, it's called Earl, Arkansas, and it literally had been at the time hit by a tornado twice and left that way. So extremely small town. Alcohol was actually legal, so there was like bootlegging going on. And it had literally been hit by a tornado twice, and it was just like a demolished, extremely impoverished town. And the girls hated me and wanted to cut my hair off, and the boys really valued me. So it was like placed into like immediate bullying, and then all of the kids were like losing their virginity at 12. But he went on a mission trip to India, and he spit in his hands 7 times and rubbed a blind man's eyes, and nothing happened for 6 times. And then on the 7th time, the guy was completely healed of blindness. We were in Mexico, and there was 2 kids. One kid had their little brother with them, and their sibling. I don't know if they were, but had their sibling with them. The kid had Down syndrome, and Caleb prayed for this kid, and the kid walked away without Down syndrome. Like, kid you not, like physically, face structure changed. Like, kid you not. Yeah, I can see for the first time, like everything clear. And he looks at my friend and he goes, I can see my white shirt and the reflection of the black dot in your eye. Mama Lucy has had the best night of sleep in the last 16 years, and today she's up and walking. There are currently no homes, restorative care homes for boys that have been trafficked in the entire United States of America. People just don't recognize that there's a need. There's a huge gap in recognizing that a child's actually a victim, regardless of their gender. And it's kind of across the board. And then there's an issue with like stigmas and identification, and people don't know to ask, like, did something happen to you? Gender stigmas. Yeah. That just really bothered me, and just recognizing the gap of care.